Tuesday as well? I feel like that's the same guy. In that game I was lost, but I came back and won the game. Starting off by playing the hammer opening, which is actually probably a little bit better than its poor reputation. Corp cam and make board bigger so you can stay the same size with big board. Yeah, but that's like at least, I feel like that's at least like 1600 kind of play. E5 is a little bit loose. Excuse me, you're a decent player, right? First time chatter over there. Very creative. Favorite trash talker happens to be a decent chess player as well. Yeah, that's how people know me. People come for the trash talk, stay for the chess. Meanwhile here I have a pretty nice extra pawn. She does have some active bishops, but should be considerably better. And I'll trade off one of the bishops, and now the other one will be traded as well. But as long as I don't trade queens, which I probably shouldn't, then my d-pawn is a pretty significant factor. I was about to blunder now with d3, but hoping for queen d3, rook e1, but queen c3 would pick up the pawn. So let's just go rook d8. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Hoping for b5 and a4. It's really hard for him to create much activity when he's blocking the pawn with the queen. Yeah, a4 is a decent enough try, but I think I'll go for rook b8, hoping for rook b4. And then this might drop off, or he might have to place his pieces on some pretty passive squares. So I'll give a check. You can take it, but then I'll take his rook, and queen endings are generally pretty hopeless for him. I think here I'll just give a check and then take with the queen. I could have taken with the pawn, but I want to win with without really having to calculate much. Which I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to, no? Wanting to win purely by technique. Of course, most people don't have that technique, but I do, so I can do that. So let's see, I can just push. I've opened the H file, which makes my king like a tiny bit less safe, but it doesn't matter. Now I can just tuck it away in G6, because since I'm controlling this diagonal, and this pawn is pushing, the other pawn is pushing. It's all very easy. Check. Asios is hitting the factory tomorrow, so he won't be able to stay as too long as usual. But Prashin Meow... Is Prashin Meow staying for long? Prashin Meow was a married man, you know, so he may not be able to stay for too long. Let me see how I can bring my mic closer. Problem is that the head of the mic is... It's a bit messed up. Now the mic is a bit closer, no? Or maybe it isn't. It's the other mic. Or you can hear me better now. It's better now? I never know when people are... It's the same? What about now? Is this better? Is this mic better? Same? Yeah. So there is a playing? Yeah, I think he's playing. Too many mics, yeah, indeed. No, the problem is that... Oh, maybe I can do this. Oh, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that before? Now, is this good? This must be good, no? Did I just blow out your... Yeah? Did I just blow out your eardrums or whatever it's called? Okay, I'll turn it just a smidgen down. Let me see, like this. Okay. Mic issues fixed. A little bit. It hurts? Ugh. Who cares? Turn down your own damn volume. Mic issues fixed a little bit earlier than usual. I actually learned a trick now. How to... for a lack of a better expression, how to keep it up. Okay, let me see. Are there any games going? Yeah, there probably are. Problem is, I play so fast in these early games that we have to wait for a little bit longer. But that's okay. Why do the mods sound like pirates? Prishin, Meow, Asios. Well, they're Spartans, they're pirates, they're everything in between. They're superheroes. Check other games. Yeah, maybe. That's what pro streamers do, and I have done that in the past as well. Thoughts on F1? I'll be following it a lot this year. I'll be faking enthusiasm. Followed your advice of sitting at the board and playing with myself. Haven't gotten much better at chess, but I'm very moisturized now. I'll allow that message, of course. That, as I said in a famous clip, is what I did when I was young. Any thoughts about Norway's Eurovision song? Well, if you tell me what it is, I may have thoughts. So Face in Disguise from Cyprus. Feel like I played this person. Did this person just clap for me? How can I try and beat somebody if they just clapped before the game? But it's a nice gesture though. Now I'm trying to play the London, but I sort of changed my mind. Is this really good? Takes on c6, knight d4. He has to go all the way back to c8, I think. Oh, it's an online handshake, that makes sense. I can go g3, I can also go e3, fe, and then queen e2. Which, to be honest, looks like more fun. Also fe3, bishop b5 maybe? Then ef2, king f2, b6, rook e1, bishop e7, queen e2. There's knight g5 to g4 to a5 then. Maybe not so clear. So maybe I'll just go fe3, queen e2. Looks like a free piece. And I shall take it. Yeah, if you want music, you can go to Asios' stream. He usually DJs while doing various other things. Or put in another way, he has a lot of talents, including DJing, and he usually shows off some of them while showing off his DJ talent. Now, since I am a knight up, I'm pretty happy to exchange queens. Let me just see, what's knight d5, is that good here? Queen d8, yeah, that's unnecessary. Let's get them queens off. Oh, I was about to blunder. Then bishop f6 and it becomes a little bit more complicated than it needs to. Let's just trade, then protect the pawn. There are some technical difficulties here. Not the usual technical difficulties that we have in this channel, but like actually like chess technical difficulties on the board in converting the advantage, but should be quite possible. Going to try and box in his rook. But my opponent is fighting well, has to be said. Okay, let's just go h3, protect against, and bishop f3. h3 was probably unnecessary, but that's okay. I want to retain the a pawn here. Otherwise, with pawns on only one side, it's not so easy to convert this. Now I finally get to activate my rook. On move 29, the rook makes its first move. And let's go knight b6. Rook c2, there's bishop d3. Probably has to go rook c6. This I don't think is any good. Now I win a pawn. And I don't think he has any threats. Of significance anyway. Just go a4, bring the king in. King c3 now. At a2, but he's really entering resigned territory here. Knight coming to c6. Evening, Magnus. It's a pleasure to join your stream. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you'll enjoy. Okay. Let me see. I'm just curious as what the evaluation was. Wow, here e4 is the best move. It's pretty funny. But takes, bishop c8, e3, takes. Oh, here's cb7. Queen a2. Oh, here actually a6 is clever. This is actually very smart. And then bishop e7. Black will develop and it's fine. Bishop b7, yeah, it just doesn't have compensation. Here, this is pretty quick, cleanly winning. Let me see if there are any games to follow. GM Hikaru has 2 out of 2. Alireza has 2 out of 2. Very strong performances by them. Okay, let me see this game. Yeah, this is mate next move. What about Maxime the French? Oh, he's winning as well. None too exciting. And Draken. Oh, this could be fun to watch. I think very high likelihoods that Black will win this somehow, being much the better player and slightly the better position and much more time. Now he could go in with the king, which he does, and I don't see White surviving this. Here he could, for instance, make checks. Queen d5, queen f5, and then if queen h4 you just go in, and I don't think the white pawns can be protected in the long run. Yeah, queen f5 is good strategy, king f3. And now queen h3 is threatened, that's good technique. Queen d5 and queen f3. I'm not so sure about... Okay, so he took on g3. Thought he was going to check and take on d4, but then anyway the white king is getting a bit closer. So this may be a draw now, I think. This is interesting. Queen e6 maybe was a good try. Oh, f6, clever. Unless white loses some time, I think he's making a draw. King e2, queen e5, yeah, black is not better here. Actually now in the final position, like queen e4, king d2, f7, may just be winning. Yeah, it's actually not obvious. But queen f8 is the only move not to lose immediately. Okay, I was gonna ask any games still going, but clearly there aren't. Reza Mahdevi, or something like that. Born in 2008, really? It's pretty tough. Puma equals pushed up Magnus's A file. It's a bit of a reach, but I like to try. C4, I think I go E6. Finally break the symmetry here. 15-year-old, yeah. Could even be 14. But a lot of people, I was gonna say a lot of people become very strong players at that age these days, but I mean, frankly, even a few years ago, people were very strong in their early teens. Were you annoying as a kid? What do you think? Of course I was annoying. I was pretty short in stature. So I had to use my words, you know. That was the only way for me to fight back, so of course I was annoying. A4, A5. Can't decide if this is good or not. I have seen AlphaZero plays similar plans, you know. Not to invoke AlphaZero every single time there is flank pawn advance, but actually, kind of want to take an E5. Even though I'm giving up some potential dark squares, as long as this doesn't open, then I have some pretty... then my king is safe, and I have some nice squares for my pieces, especially here. And dark square bishop is pretty passive, potentially. Biting into this pawn. And if he does jettison this pawn, well, then I will at least be a pawn up. Ellen Nilsson drew an IM the other day. I think you mean an IM drew Ellen Nilsson. She's very strong. Am I getting revenge for last week's Title Tuesday? Nah, I don't think about it that way. Let me see, I guess I'll jump in. If rook a6 attacking this, then queen f5. Attacking f2. Maybe even queen g4 actually. Wait a sec. So queen f5, rook a2. There's bishop b3 then. And then knight c1. It's really complicated. Bishop b3, there's also queen b6. Okay, let me just stay solid. Rook b8, and I feel like I'm positionally much better, and after this I'm... Oh, he still has queen c4. Which I think is lucky. I don't think he saw that in advance, but I still probably have a winning ending. Take it, check, push the pawn, and this should be pretty easily winning for me. King g2, yeah, I think I'll just push further. If I give a check, king h3, knight f3, there's bishop g2 maybe. Okay, let's then just protect the pawn. Don't think you can ever trade because my pawn just queens. e6, bishop e2, so he's trying to activate the bishop, which is fair enough. But I'll go rook a2. Bishop g4, I think I'll just take and then push the pawn. Yeah, he doesn't have real counterplay here. And I can just... protect the pawn with my knight and then go queen. So he has a trap. Rook f1, then this. That would be quite a shame. So instead, I think I'll just trade off the bishop and then c4, c3 wins. Okay, I think that was decent enough. Let me see. I am a computer monkey like the rest of you, so let me see if I missed something big. 94, yeah, black is already doing well. I didn't need to take an e5, but it's good. Yeah, queen f5 was not immediately winning. Rook b8 is actually the best. And he actually cannot protect everything. Oh, here, yeah, of course, queen f5 was better. Then at least I have to calculate stuff like this. And I don't have any immediate mate. And in the game... Oh, here is the queen f5. Even in the game, yeah, it's never close to blowing it. So Alireza lost, and Hikaru lost. Wow, what a bloodbath. Tough round, eh? And so they're 2 out of 3 and I'm 3 out of 3. Hikaru hung the queen. For the memes, or he just blundered? Chelsea won. Cool. I like Potter. Like, I don't like Chelsea, so I like him being in charge of the team. That's mean. Mean for no reason. Really, they won 7-0, or is that only Liverpool? No, they won 2-0. Benfica won by a lot. PSG or Bayern? Well, Bayern have the lead. Neymar is not playing. Neymar not playing might not be horrible for Paris, though. I think Mbappe is the most important player for them. So, as long as he plays. Sterling and Kai score. Yeah, I saw Sterling's goal. I didn't see Kai. But he was really on in the first half. It's good to see. Do I know Odegaard? Yeah, he plays a little bit of chess. In general, I know. I know most of the Norwegian footballers, I don't know them. I don't know them well. I'm happy to win the sponsor cup last week. Yes, very, very happy. We had a good team, some ex-footballers, and I was a striker, and I had a very, very pleasant job of finishing off their good runs by tap-ins. And it turned out that I could, as long as I was in the right spot, sometimes I would get rebounds as well. And rebound goals. So turns out that these one-touch finishes I can actually do reasonably well, which shocked me. Fredrik Svana is the younger. I played him in another Title Tuesday as well. He's the younger brother of Rasmus. He's still a bit higher rated, but I think Fredrik is pretty talented and he's pretty booked up, so that's why he plays this bishop c5 line, which is one of the big. So now he plays with knight c6 on knight d4. Is this the point? Okay, let me avoid the trade. Usually in that position black goes a6, h6 to prevent bishop g5, but maybe it's not necessary. Does he want bishop g4 now? f5, knight f5, f3, knight f5. Maybe that was actually possible. Okay, let's just protect this and then try and develop. Yeah, I was worried that he might go for a quick c6. And then d5. Now I kind of have to play this somewhat dull structure. Maybe he should have gone for a quick bishop e6 there. I don't know. I feel like my knight is not very good on c3, so I want to move it somewhere else. Probably here and then maybe here. Also now I give better protection to c4, which means that I don't have to take on b5, which I think would be a concession. And his knight is pretty short of square, so he may want to reroute it like this. So queen b7. I think I'm quite happy to go bishop a5. I'm not thrilled about exchanging those bishop potentially, but I am gaining some dark squares here if he trades. Maybe he wants c5 now? Don't think I'm too unhappy to see that though. Oh, I was about to go rook d2, but then I think b4 and then knight c6. My queen is in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, maybe I may have underestimated this plan, but I'm still really solid. So I don't think I'm really worse, but I'm probably not better. So he locks up the center. This is looking like a little bit like those Sveshnikov lines where white goes for an early c4. The structure would be the same without the pawns in c5 and e3. And now my pawn on e3, while it's obviously doubled, it does do a good job of protecting the square on d4, meaning that he could never put a knight there. And even though he gets, he does get a4, I don't think it does a whole lot. So he allows me to take, which is double-edged. I'm not sure it's good. EF4, but now at least my pawns are semi-mobile, and once again, I'm not sure he's really achieving all that much on the queen side here. So he's gonna go rook a2, most probably, and my knight has been on b2 for long, so it's time to bring it to d3 soon. So I'll go queen b1, and then knight d3. And next I can probably go knight f2, and then rook d2. And just like in those positions that you get with in the Sveshnikov, like b3 is the only sort of have weakness that white has, and the rooks don't really do all that much on the a file. So I guess now I'll go for e5, queen coming to g6, also a lot of pressure here. But this should lose. But does it though? Okay, let me go knight g4 first, introducing a fork. Now rook d8 is a big threat. He could go e4 and then hide the king on h7, but I think I have way too much activity there. Okay, he just resigned. Funny, like the evaluation is like, you might think that, like for me as well, on the glance I'm thinking like white is better, but it's kind of unclear, and computer just says white like +6. Best move is knight d6, which is just a free knight. Okay, let me see. Yeah, of course around here I was it's not better. Here, I mean, computer at love death says that black is better, but it's dropping a bit, so I don't think it's anything real. So double h4, go change, and he definitely should have changed. Now that I get f4, not worse, after ef4 I'm already better. Yeah, and this plan putting the rook on a2 is just no good. Knight d3, and now I'm already considerably better. Again, just like that other line, I think it's pretty instructive that these rooks are a little bit too far away from the battle, and white is just better positioned to strike in the center, and of course on the king side as well, as it happens. So h4, rook d2, and now e5, and white is just winning all of a sudden. Queen g6 was mate in 8. Oh, no. Chose a move that made him resign instead of mate in 8. I suck. But really, queen g8 was quite possible to spot, but I was fixated on this fork. But doesn't matter. It's more than good enough. I think overall a very decent strategic game. So that's 4 out of 4, which a lot of other people have. So that's a good start. And now there is a bit of a break. Kramnik is playing. Wow. Well, there is an increment. So none of the moral degradation that he so loads. So we'll have a little, as I said, we'll have a little break. Oh, let me watch Fress. Let's see if he's playing. Fress lost on time. Zlatan. What are you doing? It's really bad. Really bad. Let's look at this. Dominguez lost as well. Dominguez had a fun fight today against Penguin in the Armageddon tournament in Berlin. I quite enjoyed the finish of that game. If anybody saw that. Dominguez has had some good duels in the past as well. Like the match he had against So, where like pieces were flying everywhere. Like he actually won the World Blitz in like 2008 or something. I think that's the only time recently that the World Blitz has been played without an increment, and he was just showing unbelievable flagging skills there over the board. But today he was well, let's say he met his match in Penguin, who was just at a different level of flagginess. There really so many games going? No, these games are all finished. Yeah, I think all games are probably finished, so hopefully I'll still be connected when we return, when the next game is after a little break. My internet be damned. Have all my mods gone to sleep now? Mods, can you please show yourselves? Oh, I shouldn't give away the fact that the mods may have gone to sleep, because people will be brave. Oh, Pershin Meow is still here. People will be brave. The mere threat of mods is what keeps people sane, keeps people from doing their worst. I have discussed the possibility with Asios of doing a stream where we interview potential mods. And to see if people can have the sort of the right sense of humor, the right sense of moderating in moderation that we like on this channel. Do I have to dress up nicely for the interview? I'd probably prefer not to see it all, to be honest. Let people donate and subscribe and use the money to pay mods. Oh, that is the point. Should I pay Asios? I probably should pay Asios and Pershin. Well, Pershin Meow is already employed by a company that I'm affiliated with, but Asios definitely should be paid. Also, has anybody seen Hammer today? Hammer was not allowed to mod anymore after being a little bit too hard on people the last time he modded. But he is a VIP in the channel, so we'd like to see some VIPs here. I actually, like, after the last stream, I actually modded some people and made people VIPs all on my own. So, and none of those who were modded or were made VIPs were here. So I feel like the sort of the instant gratification that I was searching, that I was craving for my work hasn't been showed, and that's not gonna motivate me to do good things in the future. Yeah, I know all of you want to mod. You just want the money. No, it's not about the money, it's about the power. Who is this? Guillermo Vasquez. Yeah, I know. From Paraguay. Okay. B3, huh? Well, let's go B5 then. It's about fun? Modding is about fun? Seems hard to believe. What should I do here? C6? I played this with reversed colors quite a bit. Even in like half serious games. Or actually pretty serious games. Then I usually take on f3. Then I go knight e7 and I go g6. But that plan clearly doesn't work here. So I'll have to go g6 and then bishop b2, knight f6. Maybe I should have gone like for immediate. Well, now that he goes for d4, I think I'm pretty fine. But yeah, so I was gonna say I don't have the flexibility of thought to go the other way. To come up with a new plan when my regular plan doesn't work. So I'm just trying my regular plan and hoping it's gonna work. Man played 1b4 and is gonna win. Do you mean my opponent playing b3, or do you mean a different game? Because I don't think he's gonna win. Sure, he has a good position now, but will he still have a good position in 20 moves? We'll see. B4 I can go a5 maybe. Kind of like a5. So this is the plan. d4 is still weak. Like, he has a lot of potential here on the queen side, but I don't hate my position. It's very solid. It's like one of those Alekhine lines where you change on f3, and white has a big queen side, but d4 is really weak, and you have all your pawns on light squares, so you're very solid as black. I think you're misinterpreting the job. You're not interviewing to be me, you're interviewing to be a mod. A3 seems a bit soft. I'll just aim for some of those squares, like c4, b5 maybe for my knight. I'm not worried about letting him into c5 because I always have knight b5 or knight f5 with counterplay against d4. He's really spending a lot of time threatening a fork and a3. And I don't think he can protect both. Book me in for the interview, but I'm definitely not in Norwegian time. I'll have to come back to Canada. I probably will be back in Canada at some point. I liked being in Canada. Better than being in the US, actually. And thus I did fail the challenge of complimenting Canada without slighting the US, which I think is a very tough challenge. Wait a sec. He has some knight a5. So it's not so easy. Knight a3, there's rook a1, so I have to take with the rook. Now knight c4. Takes. I will be a pawn up with reasonable winning chances. But I was hoping for even more. But realistically, I don't think he'll hold. Should I go for h5, g3? Okay, let's go queen b2 and then bishop d4. Or at least hoping for bishop d4. I'll probably just have to be patient here. I can take it, then plant the rook on the second, but I don't think I should for now. Hoping for a potential rook b2. Okay, let's go rook b2, queen c6 now. Rook on b1, rook d1, we go rook b4, preparing a possible bishop d4. Now we fortify the bishop with e5. And then rook b2. And magically, he has to resign, but realistically, without time, it was very hard for him, always there, and even objectively there are some winning chances, so in practice it always kind of works out. Let me see. Oh, I shouldn't have actually taken an eighth. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, comp says that I'm completely fine. Which makes sense. How many beers would bribe Magnus to be a mod? Is it Canadian beer though? Well, he tried to bribe me with a beer last time, but I wasn't in the mood to drink then. But please try again. How was Party with the Chess Bros? Yeah, Party with the Chess Bros was good. The Aryan was kind of bringing us down a bit, but still was good. Held a message for a reason. Sex-based terms allow. We'll post it to chat. Seth Mobile says, mod or I leak the getting head while playing chess story. Well, either you were the one giving head, which I don't think, or you don't know the story. So, I'm not worried. Did I drill for any oil while I was in Canada? Yes, I did drill some of the local dirty oil that you don't want in Canada. You just export it all. Okay, let's watch some games instead of getting cancelled. Leon Black, that's an all-time character from No New Enthusiasm. Oh, Asios is back. Asios, what were you doing? Were you getting heads while picking out tomorrow's chess guesser puzzle? Please answer truthfully. Yeah, I know you too well. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, okay, this is none too interesting. Oh, do I want to withdraw from the tournament? Nope. It's trying to close the wrong tab. This one is finished, then the next round should start, no? I have 5 out of 5, which I share with... Oh, we have the other Bortnik. Does the other Bortnik also play the Alekhine? Let's try and find out. Yeah, of course. Should I play the same line as I played against... Oh, he plays like this. The idea is c6, c4 knight b6, e6, fe6. I mean, the line is not supposed to be good, but unprepared, you know, I'd rather just go for something different. And now for something completely different. Wait a sec. So if I go... if I go knight c3, maybe bishop g4 is annoying. Oh, Asios, isn't that a little... That's really funny, but isn't that a little too smale a reference? I like it though. Lite klurig. Monty Python reference, yes. We got some old people in chat. Not really smale? Okay, I trust you. Meanwhile, I'm not doing too well in this game. Now I would want to play b3, but that's not possible because of bishop f6. Then I have to play queen d3 maybe, which is less than ideal. 97, 95 could come with tempo. Okay, let's go rook e1. I'm hoping for this. I'm planning for it, at the very least. This chat feels like the people's chat. Ikaru is sub only 50-year-olds from Texas. It's very specific. But maybe that is where his demographic skews. Who knows? New commands from Asios is what I live for. Yeah, it's pretty funny. First time chatter saying no, Ikaru's chat is 14 to 16-year-olds. Well, you probably are a 14 to 16-year-old, so you would know, yeah? I'm literally forcing, yeah, of course. 94, Takes, queen b3, I can take on b7. Looks fine. Queen takes also looks fine. You're 30? Congrats. When did you turn 30? Are you feeling the decline? Did you come from Hikari's chat though? That's what I wonder. Meanwhile in the game, if anybody cares, don't have much. My opponent's playing pretty well. Very solid. Should I trade? I think for now I won't. Trying to get some 94 maybe. Or at least remind him that it's a possibility. B3 and then 94. And I'm hoping to win control over the long diagonal. So h5, the point is if I go h4, that I can never drive away his knight from e5. So that's pretty clever. So I'll go h3 instead. I think h4, g4 just gives me a lot of space. b5. That was unexpected. I guess I'll take it. a3, hope that b5 is weak. Rook e2. Knight c4, I'll go queen d3. I should maybe have gone queen d3 immediately, actually. Nah, that was a little bit inaccurate. Just hoping for some tricks with queen f3, but queen e4 seems okay. What is he? Putting his pieces on some slightly weird squares now. Okay, let's go rook e3. Rook f3. I was thinking that this trade was good for me, but maybe it isn't. Ah, I missed this one. I was only thinking of knight c4 and then b4 followed by knight b5. Now I may be in a little bit of trouble. How is this guy so good? Story of my title Tuesdays. Losing to an assortment of Bortniks. Is he threatening anything? I don't know. I think this is pretty hard to hold. Oh, he's just mating me. Okay, I'll let him mate me. Very good game, sir. Really good. I was just really outplayed there in the end game. Let me see. Yeah, so bishop rook f4 was horrible. Yeah, after every other move, I'm much better. But I just missed knight d3. And then, oh, I could go rook to fe4 and then e7. Yeah, that would have saved the game. Or most probably would. Still better, knight a4, takes, and queen f, and king f6, but that's a difficult sequence to find. Apart from that, yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit better, but it's nothing special. And here I play maybe a little bit too hesitantly. I could have taken. Yeah, as I said, like Queen D3 would have been better. Yeah, I've had a lot of opportunities to take the initiative in the game, but overall he played very solid, and he played much better in time pressure, so he won quite deservedly. So, would Forsen have lost this way? That is the question. Did I invoke the Lord's name in vain? Now I'm back in the group with a lot of people, like Kara and Ferrugia as well have 5.5, but 5, but there are only 5 people at the moment that have 5.5 or 6. So, I mean, obviously, if I win the rest of my games, I'll most probably win the tournament and have a good tiebreak so far. So even with a draw, 4.5, then I'd still have a chance. But this was a bit of a blow. Oh, we get Kamsky, the FFL. Okay, gotta try and beat him. Let me see, he goes E4. Does he want open Sicilians? Let's see if he does. No, I guess he does. Don't think I want to play Sveshnikov against him. Oh, he goes for the old school setup here. Air quality check, yeah, exactly. Wait a sec, now he goes to D4? Usually the knight goes to A3. So, like if I play a normal setup, then I have A6 for free, but still white is a little bit better, so I guess why people don't play this as white is because I get D5, but that's maybe a little bit too... Yeah, maybe this is just a tad too dry. Should I go knight B4? No, it doesn't work. Yeah, this is a little bit dry. Oh, Asios is going? Good night. You did a hell of a job, as usual. Oh, Kamsky has 5.5, so it's probably not unhappy if he draws this one. Let's go bishop d6. Bishop d2 is a little bit stiff, I would say. Let's go rook b8. Could potentially activate that rook. Oh, he goes takes and then bishop c3. Yeah, that's clever. It's a little bit like a game we had earlier today, but in that game I was a tempo. I was a pawn up. Here, 3 equal pawns. I was thinking queen b6, but bishop e5 is a little bit annoying. Yeah, this position is pretty... It's pretty boring. Okay, we got to take queen b6. I think I have to play like this in order not to be considerably worse. I think realistically I just have to play for a draw here. I missed this. Yeah, he's playing it well. Like, he could have gone rook f5 earlier, but then I get rook c6 with activity. The way he does it now, I'm just tied down. Okay, let's go g5, so I can get this square for the king. And then potentially activate the rook. h3 is a little bit stiff. It's a clever strategy. He knows I cannot really take a draw. But he's, as I said, like, it's not really improving. I think I'm okay now. Like, I don't think I'm really worse anymore here. Okay, let's... Now I don't think rook a6 is an issue, so just putting the pawn on a dark square. Okay, let's go f6 and rook c6. Now I've gained the open file. Okay. Oh, I thought I could... Yeah, I thought I could take on h3, but a6 is hanging, unfortunately. Okay, but I don't think I have a trace. Takes, king d6 back. This ending is rather double-edged. I mean, he does have the connected pass pawns, but my pawns seem to be just as dangerous. So I'll go here, push, and when it stops it with the king, I'll push the other one. Or maybe just better now. Maybe I'm not. Bishop b7. What is bishop b7? I mean, he can go king e3, but then I'll get h2. h2? It's too complicated. d2. This has to win somehow. Yeah, king e3, bishop g4, king e2, bishop g4 wins. What a mess. What a mess. But we get a win, which is good. Oh, b6 was a draw? Probably could have won earlier. Yeah, I had the feeling that this was not bad for me. I mean, it was a draw, but now black is much better. Yeah, this is way too complicated. Especially while while trying to talk as well. Not okay. We'll get a we'll take the win. Jospin beat Bortnik. And Firuza won as well. Hikaru won. Let's watch this game between. I'm confused. Am I watching from White's perspective? Yeah, I am. Okay. So pawns are trying to. Looks like Vincent has not made progress in a long time, and he's probably gonna make a draw now. And I think this means that after this round, only Jospin will be ahead of me. There will be like 15 players on. Actually, literally 15 players on 6 out of 7, and then Jospin with 7 out of 7. And naturally, then I do face Jospin. Okay, let's play d4. So this one is kind of a big game. If I am to win this tournament. Oh yeah, that's right, he plays lines like this. Oh, this is the way he plays. I think he plays the positions after e4 and so on pretty well. So I'll just go e3. Just to give him a bit of a different look. c5, I can maybe go e4. E4 looks okay. CD, fine. No talk now, let him concentrate. Indeed. Should I take on d4 or bishop e4? Bishop e4 takes, knight c6. I cannot take back the pawn, so I guess I'll take like this. d6, ed. I'm not thrilled about what I've done here, but it seems okay. Knight on d6 is a little bit awkward, maybe. Yeah, I have to put the bishop on e2. So otherwise I drop c4, but I think that's fine. Rook c1. And eventually I'm hoping to make something of this majority on the queen side. Okay, let's go queen c2 now. Maybe queen a4. Am I running into g5 stuff? No, I don't think so. Let's go queen a4. I don't threaten to take on a7 at the moment, but I was hoping that the queen would be better on c2, and that if he plays the bishop to e4, then he does have the same. My pieces are placed the same way as they were 3 moves ago, but he cannot put the knight on e4 anymore, which means that b4 is a pretty considerable positional threat. Let's go b4 now. Do you have knight d3? I guess he does. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. Now I don't have much at all. Bishop e2. No, not really. Yeah, then I don't really have anything at all here. Give up c4, but I get queen d7 with a double attack on 7 and e7, so I'm still fine, but I'm not better. And winning the game will not be easy. I'm not sure this was an improvement for him. This is a bit tense now. Yeah, I was kind of bluffing that he could take on d1 and c4. I'm not sure if I was better there, but I was thinking he probably wouldn't want to do that. Queen exchange seems just a tad panicky to me. Don't think there was any reason to do that. It is still completely fine, of course. Yeah, there really isn't all that much to hope for here. Takes, rook d7. I don't know. At least I'm making him calculate a little bit. And I'm hoping, like, I was hoping to get bishop f4 there. He's really spending a lot of time now. Yeah, this is pointless. Problem is I cannot do anything about the pawn on c4 really. Okay, now he's giving me the h file as well. Now I have some hope. Check. b7, I'm winning b5. Tricky guy. He's hoping for f4. Oh, I cannot take. Push. He's panicking now. Okay, big win. Really, the last two games, they've just been about outlasting my opponent. Like, the play hasn't been very good. Haven't really been showing superior understanding, but you know, wins are wins. And magically, I'm in this massive log jam now of people on 7 out of 8. Just look at the names. Jospim, obviously, because he was on 7 out of 7. Firusha, Big Fish, Fedoseev, Bortnik, Mikola, and Maxim, as well as Hikaru and A Wonder Liang. Those are some big players. And then we have Karana and Naroditsky on 6.5. And we even have one more game running here. No, so we have a few more players actually on 6.5, yeah. Big. So we have a little break. I will take some more water, and I will be back very soon. Oh. Did the game start? What the fuck? It wasn't supposed to start immediately. This must be a bug. Yeah, it's not good. Just sitting here waiting. No, usually there's a break after round 8, so you know. I'm not shocked that people are not at the keyboard. Yeah, it's not good. You just came back in time. Okay. So I'll just sit and talk to chat a little bit. We should restart the game, really, I think. I mean, this is clearly a bug. So I think like restarting the game would be the only reasonable option. This is, yeah, like Alariz apparently won already, probably on time. But this is, yeah, this is just dumb. I cannot do some command to give him more time, no? No, this is dumb. I'm gonna wait a bit. First time chatter, Canty. Welcome, Canty. Is this good content? That's what I always ask. Like normally I'd say that like being on time is people's own sort of responsibility, but this is clearly a bug. I don't like if all of a sudden like this tournament has no break, they need to announce it a little bit better than they did, if they did. But I think it's just a bug. Okay, time to go. We got ourselves a Hyperbolt game, but with increment though. Nice and friendly. What do we do here? E6 maybe? This is obviously pretty silly. And I'm worse. Why am I worse? This is unnecessary. F4 seems weird. Page 6? No, it's not a big deal. Is this a big deal? Maybe it was a big deal. I have no idea. Really none. Okay, let's walk. Oh, I thought I had Queen G6. Fuck! And is it a draw? No, I think I lose. No, I lose. Ah, that was so dumb. That was so unnecessary. I could have just made a draw. And then I blundered D2. It's just trying to play for a win there. Yeah, it was silly. Really silly. I mean, obviously a lot of mistakes were made in this game. But that's what happened. That's what happens when you play the whole game with 12 seconds. Yeah, he could have taken d5, of course, but this was just as good. A rook e7. That's hard to see. I don't have... Like, I played a lot of bullets a few weeks ago, but I don't have my bullet skills right now. But really, I mean, this round should have been restarted. Like, regardless of how this game would have ended, this game should not have happened this way. So now we got a bit of an uphill battle, to put it mildly. We got Alireza, we got Fedoseev, and we got Maxim with 8 out of 9. And then we got a bunch of people, including Hikaru and Fabi, with 7.5. Okay, Darda. This is the guy who rather rudely mated me in a worse position. Like a couple of months ago. So I'll be looking to do better this time. G6. Now he's allowing C3, D4. Yeah, some fireworks here outside. Not crying after losing that game, minus 100 streaming rating. Yeah, at the very least. John Moran pulls up. Good one. This way. It's only considering taking first. Oh, we got another mod? Hikaru 5 works after I lost the game, yeah. E6, D5? Looks pretty promising. I have mods, I changed, yeah. Welcome to the new reality. It's dystopian reality. Why is my voice breaking? Reformed Magnus, yeah. Not for the better. Wait a sec. Should I check on A4 or B5? And does it matter? Checking on A4 is slightly more precise. Puma these nuts? How does that even make sense? Bishop B5. So I'm threatening bishop D7 followed by queen A5, and I'm also threatening to take the knight on E4. The only way to stop that seems to be bishop B5, or also knight F6, but then D6. Start attacking E6 either by knight G5 or even with rook E1. If I'm staying in a hotel, like before I answer the question, what makes you think that? Just curious. Okay, so he just gives up the piece. I guess he does have some token compensation because my queen is a little bit misplaced, but realistically it's not much. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. He has 2 pawns, but his pawns are not so strong, and I have good squares for my pieces. Five is an interesting try. I can just go bishop d4. I think we'll just take this. I should not have done that. That was really dumb. Yeah, that was insane. That was so unnecessary. I thought like I was making my life easy, but I'm actually making my life really hard. Oh, he had rook a8 there. That was like his best chance of the whole game. He may have had real chances to hold then. Now he's lost again. Okay, that's not... I don't want to think. Let's keep it simple then. No pawn grabbing. Well, some pawn grabbing now that everything's protected. a3, preventing b4. No counterplay for user. Don't blunder the bishop. We'll go take another pawn. Yeah, it's a little bit of counterplay. b1. 94. Now I seem to have consolidated again. And we'll take this one too, because why not? Everything's protected now. I like that. Take this one too. And protect the knight. Very hard to see what could go wrong. So after b3, he's going to resign. Almost certainly. And I gotta say, like, this is a... Oh, he didn't. Okay. He's playing a little bit more. So it's almost like a picture perfect kind of coordination where every piece is just very nicely protected. And I have a million extra pawns. Now I have to win with some mundane fork instead. But I want to go back to this position. I really like this one. Rook is trapped. Absolutely everything's protected, except the rook, of course. But these pieces, like, it's the advantage of having 4 extra pawns as well as extra minor pieces. Mundane fork, nerd. Yeah, unfortunately. Which way are the pawns moving? Oh, the pawn's on h2. So which means that Maxim... Oh, Alireza won again? Did he have to make a move this time though? Who knows? And Maxim drew. And Fabiano won, so Fabiano, Andrekin, and Maxim are an 8.5. And Alreza is a 9. And myself, as well as a bunch of other people, like Hikaru, are an 8 out of 10. We also have Razvan Preotu. Shout out to Razvan, one of my Chess Bros teammates on the Pro Chess League teams. On the Pro Chess League team. Oh. And Big Fish lost. Probably to Alreza, so this means that I just gifted him 2 minutes and 50 seconds for no reason. It was all for naught. Fruja didn't win on time, but how did he win so quickly then? Or maybe he's a beast at chess. This could also be. I take it back. Oh, he smoked a wonder? Okay, makes sense. Once again, I was being mean for absolutely no reason. Can you wish happy birthday to my brother Jerome Inigla? How do you pronounce that? Iginla, whatever. Yeah. I know that was the hockey player on the on the wall in the room where I was playing from, but I don't really know hockey that well. So we got Shugirov, pretty strong player. Let's play the Aliekin. I haven't played the Aliekin in a bit. I mean, I clearly have no chance at winning the tournament now, but maybe I could get 3rd or 4th if I win the game. Bandy is better than Isaki. Yeah, not sure about that. Had something similar against like Alireza or Wesley or somebody at some event. Usually black just goes c6, but those positions are pretty... I mean, I ended up going... Was it a4 and then c5? I seem to remember like the point of bishop e6 is that you keep the option of playing a quick c5. Now wait a sec. So here, a4, bishop a2, c5, dc, bishop e5, rook e5, then knight b4. And there are background issues for him. I think that probably works. Let's see. Maybe just c4 is strong. Who knows? Yeah, he goes for it, which makes a lot of sense. Could have played g4 there as well in the last move, but not sure if it did much. Knight f3 is not that convincing to me. What should I do about it? Should I go bishop g4? Go change? Not so sure. Let's go e6. Queen b8. Maybe this wasn't great. I'm banking on the fact that his bishop on a2 is not currently taking part in the game. This maneuver, however, does not look right to me. Can't you just go knight c8 and pick off the bishop now? We'll see. It has to go for h3, I think. Then g4. h3, I'd probably go h5. Okay. See what he has up his sleeve. Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Now the game is really complicated. Maybe I could have taken that knight f6 after g4, I sack on g4, and I'm doing really well. Oh well. Should I take? Okay. Take with a knight, maybe? Guess I'll go rook a6. Oh, a4 is also hanging. Yeah, this could get seriously out of hand. Like, I think I'm better, but... or at least not worse, but position is not easy to play and we're both getting short of time. No, he doesn't take the pawn. Surprising to me. Okay, let's go queen c7. Queen has been camping on b8 for a little bit too long. He's not leaving himself a lot of chances though with his time expenditure. Now I'm protecting a4. Let's go knight b6, attack c4. Centralize finally. Centralize some more. Now I just need not to blunder. Okay, f4 is pretty helpful. Now I got e5. And this is desperation on his part. Let's go bishop e7, protect all the squares. It's a good try, hoping for knight f6. But I have a lot of time, so I'm not gonna blunder that. Yeah, this is fine. Takes, check, and just bishop g7. That's game over. Okay. Well, I'm currently 4th, it seems. Doesn't bode well for my hopes of being top 3. I'm shadow banned again. With 0 viewers. Oh, what happened? What did I do this time? That's a shame. Carr is better. And he's generally better than Vincent at hustling these positions. So I'm predicting a white win here. Yeah, this is completely winning for white now. f3 is good technique. d6, rook b5, it's all over. Rook d5 maybe, or rook b8. No, knight c5. Oh, knight e4. Knight e4 would have picked off d6, but still he would have taken a4 and is completely winning. But now e5, well, rook e7. Car is probably pretty tired, but he's winning easily anyway. So we got right now, we got Alireza and Andrejkin on 9.5, and we got a bunch of people on 9, including myself, and Hikaru and Maxim and Big Fish. Well, not a bunch of people, those 5. And let's, before we finish the stream, let's just see who gets a podium place. Will I ever clean my room? There should be a command for room. Like, I've talked about whether or not this is my room a lot of times, but there should be a command. Azios has gone to bed. No, there's no command. I'm 5th. Eh. Funnily, I have the same tiebreak as Hikaru, 68 points. We're both missing 1 point for a nice score, and a few more points to get to Maxim's score. So overall, it was okay. I don't think I played that well. But at the very least, I got 9.5. I got 9 out of 10 in the Blitz games. You know, in the Hyperbullet games, I unfortunately scored 0 out of 1. But then again, obviously, it's the player's fault for not being ready for a tournament that suddenly doesn't have a break when it usually has. You know, we gotta be alert. Gotta be alert that we could get disconnected at any time. Breaks could be cut, and so on. But I think at least it was better that we played a Hyperbolic game than that we than that I just played with 3 minutes against 10 seconds. Because regardless of the result, if that happens, then nobody's happy. But the way that we played, then you know, at least we got a fun scramble from the start, even though it was somewhat nerve-wracking. So I do think we're getting to the portion of the stream where we're thinking of sending some raids. So let me just see. We have never raided Naroditsky before, no? So let's do that. Yeah, I'm shadow banned. I have 0 viewers. There seem to be people in chat, but he's ending. Oh, okay. We're probably gonna raid both as live instead then. This is 9K for you. No, that's wrong. We have 0 viewers. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so thank you all for following. And you know, I think this was good. We fixed tech issues very early. And then, we actually played some reasonable chess. Like, I'm not that unhappy with the way that I played. I hustled reasonably in scrambles, of course. Lost the game against Fedoshev, but nevertheless, I think I did okay. So, see you sometime, and thanks for now.